Greetings, my name is Flashlight Antics, and welcome to another round of this or that. Yes, welcome back to Would You Rather. We are playing a little bit more Would You Rather today. We are going to take another little step into madness, another look into the mind that is Flantics. And let's just start right away with, would you rather string your opponent along for the entire fight or crush them from the beginning? Ooh, this is a good one. So, the question is, would you rather play with an opponent that you're in a fight with or just outright crush them? And this is like one of those scenarios, like if you're going to get into a fight, would you rather kind of play with them and mess with them and make them believe that they can possibly beat you when they clearly can't? Because that's what this is saying. Your opponent's not going to win. You're going to beat them either way. It's just, how are you going to beat them? Are you wanting to kind of make it look like, oh yeah, you might be able to beat me, and take a few punches and then rope-a-dope and beat him into submission? Or would you rather just outright knock him out one blow from the beginning, bam, boom, game over, you win? No real chance given to your opponent whatsoever. And for me, as far as that goes, in a fight or in something else, I'd rather just outright crush my opponent. I'd rather be on top. I'd rather be the big dog. I'd rather show them that they don't stand a chance from the beginning, and why did they even try from the start, rather than stringing them along and playing with them. Don't play with your food, sort of thing. Crush them just outright. Now, 75% overwhelmingly crush them from the beginning. That is insane. Next question. Would you rather be tar and feathered or be whipped and chained? Neither? Can I choose neither in this one? If I had to choose. Ooh. If I had to choose between two punishments, two torturous punishments, don't you think that whipped and chained would be better? Let's think about this. Whipped and chained, it hurts, yeah, but it can also be kind of kinky. I mean, there are people that do that for fun. As far as I know, there ain't nobody that gets tarred and feathered for fun. Because you gotta assume that the tar is hot. It has to be, or it's just solid. That's the thing about tar, is that if it's a liquid state, if it's in the state that it gets thrown on you and you get feathered and that whole tar and feather thing, it has to be really hot, almost scaldingly so. And not only that, but once it's not hot anymore, it's stuck to you. It's not coming off, not easy. And the feathers get everywhere, and they're in your eyes, and it's horrible. That would be a horrible experience. I would not like that. Whipped and chained doesn't always insinuate something horribly, horribly bad. I mean, doesn't mean I'm getting whipped hard enough to leave a mark. Doesn't mean that the chains are going to make me bleed. You know, there might be a safe word or something. You can't do that with tar and feathering. I'm going with whipped and chained. Screw that. Really, guys? Really? You didn't think this one through, though. You didn't. Because whipped and chained, the loophole there is it doesn't say that whipping and chaining means that it's going to leave a mark, means that they're going to do it hard enough that it leaves a mark. Whereas tar and feathered, there is no insinuation of hard or soft. It's just you get boiling tar tossed on you along with some feathers. And that's a horrible experience no matter how you cut it. So no, I'll take the whip and chain. Thank you very much. Next question. Would you rather work 9 to 5 or 9 to 5? 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. So 9 to 5 job only, is it from the morning to night or from mid of night to morning? So a day job or a night job? Now, I am a night owl, admittedly. I am capable on any given day to stay up until ungodly hours and do that sort of thing regularly. For a long time, I did. I would wake up between 10 and noon and go to bed between, I don't know, 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. regularly. So I've done that sort of thing before. I'm used to it. I arguably enjoy it. Not really a morning person. I hate waking up early. God, I hate waking up early so bad. Because of certain situations going on in my life right now, I have been waking up early. My normal wake-up time now is anywhere between 6 o'clock and like 7:20 a.m. So I do wake up early now, and I do go to bed early because my wife does, and that's, something that I enjoy doing, is going to bed with her. So that tends to be something that I lean towards now, but it's not that I'm not capable of being a night owl and doing those sorts of things. But if I had to pick between the two, the 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. is a more regular, more normal, more natural way to go about things. It's a way that most people work, and if you want to be social and be out there and part of the world, then this is kind of the way that you have to go about your day-to-day life, is having a day job rather than a night job. So I'm going to go with that one. Hands down, that one's the favorite. That's insane. I mean, I get it. I understand, and they probably chose the same thing, but yeah, they're vastly in the minority here. So, would you rather be Zeus or be Poseidon? God of storms or God of the sea? Screws everyone, hates everyone, has fun, and is the king of gods, is miserable and generally a bad guy. Yeah. Plus I like the idea of being able to throw lightning bolts. That sounds fun. Next question. If you had to wear one for the rest of your life, would you rather wear ugly gloves or wear an ugly hat? Okay, so here's my thing. As you guys know, if you have been watching this channel, I am very partial to hats. Always have one on. It's always the same one that you guys see, but even when I'm not wearing this one, I'm wearing a different one. So I am partial to hats. But gloves, I hate stuff on my hands. I like having the tactile feeling of dealing with stuff, and it makes me feel much more comfortable when I don't have anything on my hands, including like gunk and crap, and when they're wet, when I don't want them to be wet, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm that kind of monster. So that is not something that I'm very partial towards. And if I had to wear this for the rest of my life, no matter where I am, I'd rather wear a hat. Plus, ugly hats are a little bit more endearing than ugly gloves. Just saying. I'll take the hat, thank you very much. Really though? What if the ugly gloves are like big giant leather things that make you very unwieldy? I don't like that. No. Because it doesn't say that the type of glove is something that you get to pick. And if you get to pick what type of glove it is, then it wouldn't be ugly, it would be okay. So it would have to be something that's against your natural preferences. Same thing with the hat. It has to be against your natural preferences. And I'd rather go for the hat, something on my head, than something on my hands. I don't like that. Ugh, 70%. You guys are disturbed. Would you rather have unlimited money but no access to women, or be surrounded by women but be poor? Ooh. I do rather enjoy the company of the opposite gender. Now see, I am kind of a one-woman guy. I mean, that's what the ring signifies. But this one is no access to any women. It's very clear, no access to women. Period. All-encompassing. So that includes my wife. But this one is equally as dangerous, because if you're surrounded by women, then, well, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're attracted to you. You're just surrounded by them. Even in that case, it's like, well, That loophole right there kind of ruins this one. They don't have to be attracted to you. So even if you're like this bachelor who's really wanting a bunch of women around him, you're surrounded by women, great, but it doesn't say they like you. They might all just friend zone you. That would be fun. An eternity of friend zone by every single woman around you. Oh, boy. Yeah, if I had to pick between these two, if I had to, I would reluctantly choose this one just because, I don't know. But what if you're a woman? Wait a minute. What if you're taking this particular would you rather and you're a woman? This would not be pertinent. This question is assuming that you're a man. It is. It really is. But it doesn't mean I wouldn't be able to see them. I just wouldn't have access to them. I'm going to go with that one. I like that one. Unlimited money sounds fun. Would you rather show your friends and family your entire internet history or live near an active volcano? Oh. We're going to play this game then. Whatever, I ain't got nothing to hide. Screw you guys. Next question. Would you rather dress like people would hundreds of years ago, or dress like a person from the future? Oh. Now, how far in the future? Tomorrow? A week from now? Hundreds of years from now? Because if you're dressing like a person from the future is kind of a vague term. Hundreds of years ago means that, okay, you're going into the Victorian era or something like that, like the 1700s, or whatever the hell era that was. I don't know, don't quote me. But, which, they knew how to dress. They were rather dapper. But, person from the future, there might be trends that have gone on that were crappy, that really just make it look stupid for this particular era. But it may also be a glimpse into the future, which I kind of like. I'm going to go dress like a person from the future. Yeah, everybody says that. It's just like, I want to dress like Spaceman. And I'm like, that's not logical. Next question. Would you rather have the ability to rewind 24 hours 3 times each year, or be able to consciously control your dreams and remember them in great detail? I'd rather have this one because there are ways that you can go about this. There are ways that a normal person can do this, can have vivid dreams that you are in control of, to the point that you know you're asleep, you know you're dreaming, and you have utter and complete control over your dream. You can train yourself to be able to do that. This is a supernatural power, and I'd rather have a supernatural power. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing with me. Next question. Would you rather buy a PS4 or buy an Xbox One? Well, I didn't actually buy my Xbox One. I got it as a gift, thank God, because they are rather expensive. But I am not a PS fan. I'm not. And it is admittedly a bias. I think I've talked about this before. I don't know. But it is an admitted bias. I really don't like Sony. I don't like them as a business. I don't like their choices that they make. I don't like that they try so rampantly to get all of the third-party companies to make exclusives for them and that sort of thing. Recently, they have been kind of pulling back from that and making their own exclusives, much like Xbox does, much like Microsoft does, which, okay, I can get that. But they still kind of did those shady things, and I didn't really like how they go about it, so I'd rather have Xbox One. Yeah, a lot of people disagree with me. Even though both of them were horrible. They're still horrible. Even the newer ones, the new things that are coming out, they weren't separated enough from the previous generation to be anything outstanding, to be anything worth like getting. The only reason they were worth getting is because the new games were coming out for them rather than the old systems. So I don't know. It's really a matter of opinion. I don't really think that either one is better than the other, technically standing. And I don't think that there are any one right now or in the future that has outstandingly better games over the other. It's really all based on opinion. And my opinion is I don't like Sony. And I don't like enough of their games that they release exclusively to their system enough to justify ever wanting to buy a PS4. If I'm put in a situation where I get one for free, hey, I'm not going to judge. I'll go out and get some of the games that I think sound fun to play. But I'd never go out and buy one. Would you rather be able to fly or be able to breathe underwater? Fly. Without a doubt. Fly. I would rather be able to fly. I have a little bit of discomfort with heights, but if I was able to fly, that fear would be gone. Just plain out simple. Because I can fly. What's the fear? Because I'm not really afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling from a great height. I'm afraid of that sudden stop at the end of a long fall. And if I'm able to fly, that's no longer a fear. But underwater, breathing underwater doesn't mean that I can immediately do all these wonderful things underwater. It's just I can stay underwater for as long as I want. Which is really cool in your backyard, but when you apply it to like going anywhere in the world that you want, there are things in the ocean that can eat me whole, whether or not I can breathe underwater. There aren't any things in the air that I really have to worry about that I can't see coming. So no, I'd rather be able to fly. Yes, overwhelmingly towards that side. Like, by a wide margin. I do like that. Everybody's thinking on the same page as me. Next question. Would you rather have a lightsaber or have a helper monkey? Oh. A working lightsaber? If it's a working lightsaber, like an actual lightsaber that works like it does in the movies, then hell yes, I'd rather have a lightsaber. But if we're talking like a toy lightsaber, I'd much rather have that helper monkey. Although, then again, if you have a helper monkey, what does that mean? Is it just well trained? Do you still have to clean up after it? Or does it know how to clean up after itself? Does it know how to use the bathroom? Ooh, maybe that would be fun. But no, I'd rather have a lightsaber. Wanton destruction for everyone, yes. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave this video off here, and I will leave it with you guys to decide what you would do given these two choices. Would you rather have Morgan Freeman narrate your life or have Chuck Norris narrate your life? Me personally, well, I'd probably go with Morgan Freeman just because he has that kind of voice. But I want to know what you guys would think. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, please hit that like button for me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Flantics out.